Why you should judge people. Welcome in, much love. Walking my bike out here, Humboldt, winter, a little bit of judgment, much love, and let's address this myth that we shouldn't judge people because we should be nice people. Well, guess what? The world is a mean place. We need to protect ourselves, we need to protect our inner circle, and we need to learn as much as we can from everybody, and that's why it's good practice to judge people. Judging people's actions, taking a look at what they're doing, analyzing whether that's good or bad behavior, and passing a judgment on them, whether we want them in our life, close to us, as a close influence, or whether we want to be doing the exact opposite of what they're doing. So there's two main reasons that we should be judging people. The overarching reason, the macro reason, is just because we want to learn faster. If we want to learn faster, if we want to not be led down poor paths, if we want to not develop poor habits, is why we should be judging people. So the specifics are, number one, why we should be judging people is we should be judging people to see whether they belong in our inner circle. So we're going to have an inner circle of influences, people that we call when times are tough, or people we call when we need advice, people we make lunch plans with, people we see around, people we involve closely in our business, people we form tight long-term relationships with. These people should be good influences, obviously. So initially, as we're observing people, we should be judging them and saying if they're emotionally unstable, if they're inconsistent, they don't do what they say they're going to do, if they're healthy, stuff like that. And if they're not, and we judge them to not be, we can still involve them in our lives, but we probably shouldn't put them in very close to us in our inner circle. So number one reason. The second reason to judge people is so that we can learn as much as possible. Abraham Lincoln says, "I learn from everyone, but from many people, I learn what not to do." And that's the approach here. So if I see someone, and this is going to be mean and judgmental, if I see someone and they are very obese, and I observe them, and I see them drinking soda, I'm going to judge that action. I'm going to judge them. I'm going to pass a judgment on that action of drinking soda, and that's going to reinforce my decision not to do it. Okay, I see what you're doing there. I see your station in life. I see how that action is linked to where you are. I'm noticing patterns, judgment patterns, and I'm going to avoid that action that you're doing, right? So that's the other reason, is if we're very judgmental, then we can learn a lot. I judge you because you're late, and that's teaching me to not be late. I judge you because you're emotionally unstable, you have temper tantrums, and that's going to motivate me to not do the same, to be more stable, to be more chill, more calm, more emotionally in control. So that's why you should be judging. That's why you should be judgmental. That's why it's good to be judgmental, because you can control your inner circle better, guard your inner circle, guard your time, and you can learn from more people. So daily mission, let me know if you like these daily missions and how it goes. Daily mission is two-part. One is to study your circle and pass a little judgment on the people in the circle. You don't have to cut anyone, but just think. Number two, you see someone. Number two is try to find things that you should not do by judging other people. Find things that irritate you and make an agreement with yourself that you're not going to repeat those actions. You judge those actions, you want to remove them from yourself. So that's the mission. Pass a little judgment today and use it to protect yourself. Use it to develop better habits. I hope you find that useful. Free life movement, free living goals. Much love. See you in the comments.